The end of the year should be your most profitable time, but for many salon owners, it's just the most chaotic and the least strategic. You're fully booked, exhausted, and somehow still not making the money that you should. And that's because you're making the same 3 mistakes every single Christmas. Those 3 mistakes are quietly costing you thousands in lost revenue. So today, 3 things you need to stop doing immediately if you want December to actually matter.
All on Build Your Salon.
Hello, my salon friends. Phil Jackson here, your queen of salons, coming all over the airwaves with a dose of my wise owl wisdom. How on earth are you? Achingly well, I hope. Are we gearing up? Ready for silly season? It's the 3rd week of November, which means the Christmas chaos is starting to bite. Maybe your diary's filling up, maybe your team's starting to get stressed, maybe you're already tired and sick to death of Mariah Carey. Here's the brutal truth. Most salon owners work twice as hard in December and make barely any more profit than a normal month. In fact, a lot make less. More clients doesn't automatically mean more money. December doesn't automatically mean more clients. Not if you're making these mistakes. And I call them stupid mistakes, not to insult you, but because they're easily avoidable. And yet somehow I see salon owners making them every single year. So today, I hope it's not too late to show you exactly what they are, how to fix them fast. And if you implement even one of these, then I'm hoping you'll make more money this festive season. Implement all 3, you'll actually have a profitable December, not just a busy one. So let's get into it, shall we? And the first mistake is not maximizing retail when clients are actually in the mood for buying. Now, the number one rule of marketing is that marketing is easier if you enter the conversation that's happening in the client's head. And the client's head is full of Christmas at the moment, and Christmas means spending. Clients are shopping for gifts. They're already in the spending mood. And most salons completely waste that opportunity. They're hiding their retail behind reception. They forget to mention gift sets. They don't train their staff to recommend the products. They treat retail like it's an afterthought, when actually this could be the thing that makes you more profit than anything else this season. Retail profit margin tends to be pretty good. And if you've taken my advice this year and started to move into getting some white label products on the shelf, well, your profit margin is going to be even better, maybe as much as 40 to 60%. And that £50 gift set takes 0 time with clients. It's actually limitless in a way that services cannot ever be. We're always going to be trading time for money with service. With retail, it takes no extra time at all. Plus, of course, there's the bonus that clients who use your retail products tend to come back more often. You're literally turning people away from spending money with you. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to go and have a look at your Christmas gift displays, and I want your salon to stink of Christmas gifts, okay? I want them in reception. I want them in your waiting area. I want them in your treatment rooms. I want them by your sections. Anywhere they're going to be seen. I want you to put together a little team meeting this week, or just have a strong word with yourself if you're a solopreneur, my darlings. And everybody is told to start recommending these products, at least 1 product per client. They don't need to be pushy. They can be helpful. This is about killing 2 birds with 1 stone. If you can do your Christmas shopping while you're also having your hair or beauty appointment, my goodness, that saves you a bit of precious time over December. It may be time to get some kind of incentive together for your team. Maybe not commission. 5 to 10% is kind of not that exciting, but why not get some scratch cards? Why not get a sticker chart? Why not have a little bit of fun with your Christmas packs? If you haven't bought into your supplier Christmas packs because you didn't like them, put some together yourself. Pre-boxed, wrapped, easy to buy, and the sweet spot, I think, is between £40 and £70. But don't forget the Secret Santas. Get some people spending £10 to £20 on gifts for their office co-workers, and suddenly we've got an extra bit of profit that's easy to count. Track those weekly retail numbers, celebrate hitting targets, have some fun with this. Real example, one of my clients didn't like her supplier gift sets this year, and created just 10 of her own, just bundled them together, got some nice packaging, sold them all in just over a week, certainly less than 2 weeks, and made £740 profit for almost no extra work at all. That's money you're leaving on the table every single December. Mistake number 2 is terrible scheduling. And that's because we treat it like any other month, and it really isn't. If you find that your takings don't really increase in December because you're, in inverted commas, not that kind of salon, it may be a scheduling problem. It may be that we're not opening up slots at times when clients can actually come in because their availability, their flexibility is not the same in December. Common errors that I see are letting clients book whatever they want, whenever they want. Really, what we need to do is start clustering those services. We don't want your prime slots filled with low-value stuff, and we certainly don't want those annoying, unfillable 15-minute gaps between long appointments. And I personally would try and make sure that we're pre-booking as much as possible. We don't really want to be taking low-value walk-ins when a pre-booked client tends to pay more. Your time is precious. Stop giving it away. First thing to do is look at your December diary today. Look at the evenings. Look at the Saturdays, your prime real estate. Do we need to get some more availability? Do we need to talk to the team about extending our days on the Saturday, doing an extra late night, maybe even looking at Sundays? You don't get a discount for closing your salon on a Sunday, my darling. Have a look at the revenue per hour. Let's see if we can start replacing some of those low-value slots with some high-value facial work, colour work, hair extensions, those higher-value appointments. We can have some booking rules. We could literally say, and most salon booking software will allow you to do this, that we don't want those low-value services evenings and weekends. We want the quieter slots for those standard services that pull our average bill down. Block your time intentionally. Get ahead of the game. Stop being reactive. And don't feel that you have to accommodate every single request. If they can only do Saturday at 2 p.m, offer the Wednesday. If they really want the service, they'll make it work. Also, think about creating some upsells and some express fillers for those little gaps, but get people called ahead. If you try and offer me an extra service on the day of my service, usually I've got zero flexibility, particularly in December. Call me a day or two ahead with a little upsell, especially if there's a deal to be had, and I can make sure I put an extra hour on the car park. I would even think about introducing premium pricing for those peak times. We talked about changing our prices with demand a few episodes ago with the boys from Booko. Why not start implementing some of the simple techniques just to maximize every single slot? It's not greedy, it's about balancing supply and demand. You're not being difficult, you're being smart and recognizing that your time is precious. Don't sell your time too cheap or to the wrong clients. More on this after this short message.
Let me guess. Your appointment book is full, but your bank account isn't? How long are you going to let that go on for? Isn't it time that you got paid properly? My Get Paid Properly program isn't just another course. It's your roadmap to boosting your profits, increasing your takings, finally getting rewarded for the hard work that you do. With 9 straightforward modules, my foolproof pricing spreadsheet, and I'm even throwing in a one-to-one coaching call to answer any questions that you have about the training or anything else that's getting in the way of your incredible success. Head to getpaidproperly.com/podcast and you can save £100 on your sign up and get that bonus coaching call with me. The program is backed by my signature 90-day no quibble guarantee. Take the training, take the coaching call, and if you don't feel you know enough to confidently set your prices profitably for the future, I will coach you myself until you do. Head to getpaidproperly.com/podcast, lock in that saving, and finally take strides in the direction of getting rewarded for your hard work. All on Build Your Salon.
Mistake number 3 is acting like you're Santa and giving all your profits away. You end up discounting when you should be maximizing. And this one makes me want to scream. I hate it when I see offers in December. And I've seen some absolute stormers. I've seen some buy one, get one frees on service. I've seen Christmas sales, pre-Christmas sales, 20% off everything. We should have got this out of our systems over Black Friday. It's not time to start giving your profits away. Those discounts are destroying your margins. They're devaluing your service and anchoring those services at a lower price point. You're training clients to expect deals when they should be expecting to be paying more. And you're attracting bargain hunters in December instead of making space for those loyal clients. More than that, if you're going to be increasing your price in January and you're discounting in December, my gosh, that increase is going to feel like more. It's going to feel like such a price hike when people come in for that first appointment of the new year. A 20% discount means you need 25% more clients just to break even. You're working harder and earning less. That's not festive, my dear. That's just foolish. So what are we going to do instead? Well, let's start bundling and packaging stuff together. Put services together. So if your hair, you could do a cut and color with treatment for X amount. Feels like a deal, but protects your margins, protects your profits. No reductions on gift vouchers. Again, this should have been out of the way during Black Friday. I don't want to see buy £50, get £10 free through December. Those gift vouchers are probably the only time of year, actually, that gift vouchers are genuine gifts for people. We're making life easier. That comes at a premium. We don't need to be offering extra nonsense when we're pushing gift vouchers out the door. Make sure we're adding value instead of reducing price, upgrading to premium products for X amount, upgrading people's services. Again, give people a bit of notice if they're going to be in the salon for longer. If you want to start offering something at a discount, then why not start looking at your January packages? Because January tends to be a time when there's a bit more availability drifting around. So we could perhaps have a gift with purchase, so buy a service in December, for example, and get a free mini treatment in January to fill that quiet month, adds a bit of exclusivity, but without reducing what people are going to be spending in December. The golden rule is we add value, we don't reduce price. And if clients ask for discounts, well, just say no. We don't discount our services, but we do have some lovely gift packages available, confident, calm, and with no apology. One salon I worked with ditched. They were doing a December pre-Christmas sale each year with 20% off, which actually I think is pure stupidity. I really do. To reduce your profit margin, and actually 20% isn't going to be enough to make a huge difference to people's buying behavior anyway. I think it's crazy when we're going to be closed for a chunk of December and we really need to get as much money through the till as possible. I encourage them to replace it with a book 3 services and get an express treatment free. Same number of clients, £3,000 more profit than the previous year. I get there was a price increase in there as well over the 12 months, but even so, that's what strategy looks like. So what have I missed? What are you doing this December to make sure we're absolutely maximizing? Is December still your most profitable month? It always used to be historically. Maybe things have changed now. Maybe people aren't spending as much as they used to. What are you noticing this year? Reach out and let me know. Also reach out if you would like to be a guest on a future episode of the Build Your Salon podcast. I'm now booking guests for early in 2026. My email address, phil@buildyoursalon.com. I would love to hear from you. Anyway, I love hearing from my salon owner friends. So there we have it. Those 3 silly mistakes that cost you money each Christmas. That's ignoring retail, bad scheduling, and discounting when we should be upping the ante. You've still got time before peak season hits. Pick one and let me know how you get on. It's not complicated. I just want you to start thinking a bit more strategically. Just 7 short days until I'm coming all over the airwaves again with another dose of my wise owl wisdom. And until then, take care.